therapy, going to see a psychologist for the past few years, since the incident, of course, the PTSD that I was getting, that I'd been diagnosed with. However, I also knew that there was still, because of this PTSD effect that had come up, that there were symptoms that I'd been left with. And I would refer to it with PTSD as like fallout. So I've never been to war, but I was a victim of domestic violence, and I would refer to that as domestic terrorism. The experience that I went through anyway, it had left its scars. And interestingly, when I was, doing the talk therapy, one of the psychologists I came across said, Lara, you'll never be healed from something like this. You just learn to live with the scars, and it stays with you for the rest of your life, which is a shame, the consequences of that. And I didn't know any different, so I just accepted it and thought, oh, well, this is it. And then I think there was something I came across on Facebook. Manna was somebody who said, I'm not a therapist. She said, but I believe that the body can heal itself. And when I heard her talk about her philosophies, and where she talked about how trauma happens in an instant, but then it can be released, pretty much in an instant, within an hour, that just struck a chord with me. And I thought, there's something here. I need to look into this. I think that I realized that it was time. It was time, and that with Manna, I didn't have to keep living with, the scars of whatever had happened in my life, that there was a way I could actually literally be healed, to literally be able to step out myself and watch myself have those layers, be peeling back. Sometimes I think the tears would come up because there was just the relief of, oh my God, I've got rid of it. It's the idea of, how the talk therapist has said to me, it's a scar you learn to live with, that I was actually able to peel that scar off and just drop it and go, that's not part of me anymore. It was amazing. When I was doing the course with Manna, the group situation, she was very present. I guess the difference is that she was talking more to something that was internal, that was really deep inside of me, that was able to respond and just be really present with her and know that the work that we were doing, the things that, she was talking about, that my body was able to hear it. You can let go. There's something here and it's safe, and you can let go. Arrived at this state of being able to almost like separate myself, meaning the physical and the mental. Manna would be talking to the physical. The mental was still there. It wasn't going away. And the mental might have been the part of me that, had those old beliefs. But the physical, the part of me physically that wanted to let go of stuff that was no longer serving me, physical part of me that was ready to let that go, was listening to Manna and was able to hear her and be freed of those experiences that had been, sort of trapping my physical self. These old beliefs that had been holding the physical self captive, like to these old beliefs, once they were released and let go physically, I think then, that's where I've now had this mental clarity,